Hey guys, it's Bharath Ghani with Urban Asian in conjunction with Side Hustle Desi.
And this is Sapna Mehta here, also a co-host and co-founder of Side Hustle Desi.
Absolutely. And today we're joined by the one, the only stand up comedian, dancer, producer of South Asian comedy shows. What else? Actress, daytime white wine drinker, the one and only Priya Mehta. How are you today, Priya?
Thank you so much for having me. That was a great intro. I loved it.
Absolutely.
I'm also a tequila drinker and a champagne drinker.
Ooh,
That's right.
noted.
Anytime, any day.
Okay, any
That's
time of the
true.
day.
That's right.
Thanks for
Alright.
having me.
Of course. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us. How'd you get started in the industry and stand-up comedy?
That's really interesting because I used to be in finance for 10 years. And then while I had my finance job, I would start getting asked to perform at weddings, whether it be like dances, skits, being behind the mic, emceeing, speeches. And so during that process, I started becoming very comfortable behind the mic and realizing that I love to entertain people. And then literally one of my cousin's engagement parties, he asked me to roast him. And so I wrote this like 12-minute bit. And but I was living in Atlanta before this, doing finance, and this was in LA. So I did it, and there were so many people that came up to me and they were like, "What do you do right now?" And I told them finance. They were like, "No, you need to stop. You need to move to LA and start doing stand-up comedy right now because that was amazing. You were like a natural, this and that." And I listen. I listen to like everyone's feedback, whatever people tell me to do, because I think we're all capable of doing so many different things, having so many different talents. And so literally the next month, I started taking stand-up classes in Atlanta and then performed in Atlanta. And then after COVID, moved to LA. And then when COVID died down, started performing in Los Angeles. And um, I wanted to start getting onto more shows, but that wasn't happening because I was new here and I didn't really have like a big social media following. I wasn't posting clips a lot. So literally one of my friends was like, "Why don't you just produce your own show?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, let me do that." So just booked out venues and uh reached out to South Asian comics that I knew or wanted to highlight. And then from there, I started creating my own opportunities because I think living in this industry, you'll find out that like sometimes you just have to create your own opportunities instead of waiting to be chosen.
Do it.
So now there's some of the biggest shows. So many people come out from the industry, like actors, singers, DJs, dancers, producers, writers, and I'm really lucky because I had every show is sold out, and it's because I love bringing the community together and highlighting other comics and just reminding everybody that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I love that creative angle that you're taking, and all of the work that you're creating right now. Especially that you're using a lot of different platforms, which is great. I think that's unique, and you have to in this age. I think with branding yourself as a comedian.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. I mean, there's just it's multifaceted, right? You're doing business, you're doing marketing, you're doing the creative side, of course, and you're just meeting new people. And so with new people, I think there's an evolution. I think with comedy today, and so you're kind of going with the flow, which I respect about you because you're kind of going with what the industry is kind of rotating in that manner, I guess. So
Yeah,
I think that's great. Yeah.
Thank you.
absolutely. And so, growing up, who are your biggest influences?
Ooh, I don't think growing up I watched a lot of comedy. I think right
Okay.
now I watch a lot of comedy,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I love Ali Wong.
Okay.
I love
yeah.
how real and raw she is. She just gets into it. She jokes about whatever she wants, no matter
Yeah.
how dirty, but like she's just so funny and witty.
Yeah.
Nikki Glaser, another
Ooh.
big one. Dave
I love
Chappelle,
Dave.
Kevin
Bless
Hart,
him. Yes.
Hassan Minaj.
Ooh.
Like,
course.
oh, I love the way he incorporates like PowerPoint slides, and I feel like I have a little bit of him in me. And when I'm like, when I do imagine my special, I would want it to be like how he does, where it's like I'm telling you a joke, but also I'm gonna give you the proof of like this was the text that I got from my dad, being like, what are you know what I mean? Like whatever it is, I love the way he incorporates all of that. So yeah, there's a lot of people doing a lot of really cool things, and I think one of the things I'm realizing about myself is it's important to also realize that you are your own person and have your own style of humor. Of course, take bits and pieces of who you admire, but then at the end of the day, it's how you kind of like tell your own story in your own way from your own lens. And I think I'm still learning about myself in that process of like who is Priya Mehta, what is the angle I want to be, or what's the angle I want to take on talking about certain things, culture, myself, my family, and then how can I just like incorporate it into this like message also that's not just funny but like inspirational? Because I also think comedy's great. Comedy you can use as a tool, but I think also I love just helping people realize that I also love making people feel better about themselves and helping people realize what their superpowers are, because I think we're all here for a reason, and we just have to do the soul searching and try different things to figure out what exactly we're good at, what lights our soul on fire, and then figuring out a process to like get it done and then also get paid for it. You know, like because
Making a business.
making a business out of it. Because I do think that everyone I've talked to so many people that are like, later on, I would love to, write a book someday. And I'm like, someday, no.
Do it now.
You have to do it now. I understand everyone's busy, but it's not that you can't do it now. You can do it now.
Yes.
And I love to remind people of that. Like you have a lot of power and potential and beauty within you. And you really just have to do the work to like figure what that is and kind of bring it out. And so I think comedy's great, but I also want to like make people, even after my shows, I always give this like inspirational cheesy message at the end to be like, yo, your passions are waiting for your courage to catch up. So like it's not that you can't do something, it's like you're just scared and you think others are doing it, but that doesn't matter because you are bringing something that only you have within you, and that's very unique and different. But a lot of people don't think that way because they're like, well, someone's literally doing the things that I want to do, they've been doing it for years, what makes me different? And I just love reminding people that you're different just by being you. Yeah.
That's really inspirational.
Powerful.
That is powerful and
That
inspirational.
is powerful, Priya.
Thank you.
Powerful, Priya.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
That's right.
Your new name should be Priya Mehta.
I used to brand myself like when I was working on. I used to have a podcast of my own. That I started, and I would brand myself as like inspiration, where it's like inspiration, but like thrown in there. It's like my own type of inspiration, where whether it's comedy or just like having conversations, whatever it is. I always like to bring that energy out because people can make you laugh, that's fine, but I want to make you feel better about yourself. Like that's one of the things I love. Like when I meet someone or when I talk to somebody, I have 3 things always from any conversation. I want to make someone smile, make someone laugh, and then I want them to walk away feeling better about themselves. That's my goal whenever I like talk to anybody. And so I'm like, I need to keep carrying that on, even in my shows, even whatever I do. That is something, because I'm like, man, the world's dark right now. Everybody's going through a lot. You don't know what kind of silent struggles people are going through, where I'm like, people need to be reminded that they matter, they exist, and they're here for a reason. You know?
I love that you brought that up, because that is a big part of who I am as well, like uplifting others, regardless whether South Asian or not. I think it's important to just uplift people, because what's the point in bringing people down? I think the whole point of life, I think, should be to uplift people. And also, on another note, I'm not a stand-up comedian myself, but I'm a comedy buff. I love stand-up. I grew up watching Richard Pryor, Russell Peters, a lot of Russell Peters, actually.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He's so great, and he was like trailblazer for
he
all of us, right?
He was the first Indian comic that I saw that blew up, that I was like, oh, he's good, he's funny, and
on
he's
YouTube, man.
Yeah,
in like
I remember that. I remember that.
I was like 11 when that came out, and I was like, wow, this guy's Indian and he's doing it, and he's making fun of everyone. And
that's when you could be racist, and it's okay.
That time. And
during that time. And he killed it.
He was uncensored, and he made fun of everyone.
Yes.
But he still made everyone feel better about themselves at the end of it. Because, we are like that, And, I'm at the Comedy Store like every 2 weeks or so. That's how much I love comedy. And I think the biggest compliment you can get as a comedian is that you're funny. And I can genuinely say that you're funny, Priya. You're funny.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Because
sometimes I'm like, what am I doing? What's happening? Well, should I just quit? I go through this spiral all the time where I'm like, comedy is in a very dangerous place right now, right? Comedians are getting canceled, and because of the it's like, it's so dark that I'm like, what is the goal here? Because are we safe? Are we okay? Are we good? But I'm glad that you think that, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep remembering that when I spiral.
No, always remember that. And also I think comedy is one of the last art forms, even though it's changing a little bit, that is pretty uncensored. You can be yourself. You can,
Right. I mean, everyone has their own perspective, I think, but you have a very unique perspective, like when you mentioned Russell Peters, I've seen him live in New York and in Irvine, actually, the Irvine Improv. So I definitely see a resemblance in how you perform as well. And you take
What a
a
compliment.
more feminine
Yeah.
approach. You take a more feminine
Of
approach
course.
to it. So, which is great, and that's really important for the next generation, right? To see that. And happiness, like you bring in happiness to the room, right? That's so important for the next generation right now, especially in the environment that they're living in, right? It's not
Yeah.
like what we lived in, but now it's a whole different level. So I think it's good to have that perspective from your angle,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Speak more about your childhood, Priya. Like, who is Priya? Speak about I know that you're very close with your dad, I believe.
Yeah, both my
Yeah.
parents.
Both your
Very, very
parents,
close.
okay. Speak
I'm an
on
only
that.
child.
Okay. Yeah.
But I grew up with two cousins that lived like 5 minutes away. So they're literally like my younger brothers.
Mm,
And I'm glad my parents never raised me like I was an only child. They're like, no, you're the older sister.
mm,
You're like, they didn't want to make me feel like I was a princess. They're like, no, you have to take care of these people and you have to be this like older sister and you have to give, and shower them with love. I never understood it up until now, but my mom was always kind of like, cause like I would do so many things for my cousins and they're two boys
Okay.
and they're younger than me. And I'd be like, well, I do all these things for them. Why don't they do this? I would like write them cards and give them really cool birthday gifts and make them collages. And my mom was like, no. It's not about receiving what you give. You should give because you love to give. Because the act of giving makes you happy. That's your superpower. So it doesn't matter if someone can't give the same way you give because that shouldn't actually be the case. It should be like you should give so much and not expect anything in return. And because some people, like if you have the energy and you have the love, do that and shower them with so much love because later on they're going to be there for you no matter what. And now we have like such a strong bond. They're like my brothers and they have been there for me through the thick and thin. And so now I grew up in that mentality of like, be kind.
Yeah.
It's interesting in I was just thinking about this on the way here. In high school, I wasn't like the popular kid. I wasn't the cool kid. I was like the nerdy virgin dancing like Michael Jackson and Bollywood in the basement, right? Like I was like volunteering
What
at
happened,
places.
Priya?
I know, right?
Typical Desi, I guess.
Typical. I would like volunteer in nursing homes. I spent time with like
wow.
old people and like it was just
Yeah.
like all of these things. I was super nerdy. And not only was I socially awkward, but I was like awkwardly social. So
Gotcha.
I understood what all the cliques and the crews were in high school, like the jocks and the cool Indians and the band geeks and all this stuff. And I understood where I was in the social pyramid, but I would go out of my way to be kind to people. So like I'd be that person that would like, I am somebody or like stop them in the hallway and be like, hey, I really liked that presentation you gave in English class.
wow.
You have a really good voice or like you have really good presentation skills. And of course, to them, they'd probably be like, I don't even know who this person is. I would come off as like desperate or whatever, but I never knew that. I knew that, but I never thought that way because I always approach people with enthusiasm and eagerness. And being enthusiastic and eager in high school is not cool. But I was like, but that's me and I love it. Like I was excited for math. Everyone knew. Like pre-calc honors, everyone's like, we're copying Priya's notes. I would be like amped up for
Very
class.
Indian.
So Indian. I was like so excited for some certain classes. I'd be like, and people would make fun of me. Like, yo, why are you like, I'm like, that's just who I am.
Yeah.
And I think also growing up as an only child, it made me very unique. I would always think of things in my own way. Obviously, I would have loved a sibling, but then it forced me to think of things in my own way and then go out of my way to like build a lot of connections with other people. So like I'm very close to all my cousins and second cousins in my family. I have different groups of friends all over because I live in different cities. And I have been coined as like, oh, she's just desperate. But when you get to know me, you know that I genuinely love meeting new people. I love connecting with people. I love learning about people. And also reminding them of what they can do in life. Because I feel like I've had this spiritual awakening where now I'm kind of like living in alignment with my purpose, which takes a lot because I was literally in finance for 10 years. And so I've always felt like I was lying to myself and this and that. So I'm like, okay, if I have this and I see so much beauty in the things I'm doing, I want others to explore that for themselves. And so I think my eagerness to connect with people has been one of my strengths where it was judged in high school, but at the same time, now I look back and like, even when I talk to like some of my people from high school, they're like, actually, no, I appreciate that because you never know what someone's going through where, you know, one compliment from that random dorky girl and sitting in the back of class could make a difference of like, because even I would see so many people that were like so smart getting stressed about like SATs and college admissions and all this stuff. And I'm like, and I kind of had this awareness of like, it doesn't really matter what school you went to. I had that already in high school where I'm like, dude, all these people are so talented and they're crying over the fact that they couldn't get into the schools they wanted. But I'm like, later on though, they're going to be doing amazing things.
Right.
Like I knew that right off the bat. So I would make sure that I encouraged my friends to be like, don't let what grades or school or your parents or your guidance counselor affect you. My guidance counselor once, I remember, I knew when I was different. He sat me down and he was like, and this is, I went to the #1 public school in Jersey.
Nice.
Very competitive, very hard, very difficult, very stressful.
Yeah.
And I was getting A's and then started getting B's and stuff. So I wasn't like, I was straight A up until high school, but I was also involved in so many different things. And he was like, hey, listen, I just want to let you know, you might have trouble like with colleges because you're average.
Ooh.
And at that point, I was like co-president of Red Cross. I was part of India Club. I was part of French Club. I was like doing sports. I was doing Rex. I was doing dance. I was doing all these things. And so.
Was this in Edison? Or?
This is in, Princeton, Plainsboro.
Okay, gotcha.
And also this guidance counselor was like the coach of a basketball team. So I'm like, they probably couldn't even find somebody that he's just kind of he's just there. But the minute he told me that, my sophomore year of college, I was like, oh no. Something is wrong with this system here.
Yeah.
Where you enter high school and what? Now your confidence should shrink.
Right.
Now you're questioning the most volatile years of your personality where you're like growing and you're learning, right?
Yeah.
You have so much pressure and then school is making you think this way. I'm like, oh no, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
I'm above this.
Of course.
Like I know I'm destined for great things. Obviously have to figure it out. I was 16 at the time, but at the same time I was like, he's wrong. He's my guidance counselor and he's wrong.
I love that.
And that's when I was like, school should never determine or school should never stress you out enough to make you question your character and your intelligence. Because now my friends and family are all having kids of their own. And I'm seeing, I'm seeing the energy that it takes to raise kids. And I'm like, that's what you're pouring into. And what? They go to school and now school's supposed to judge them based off of what? You got a B in biology, so you're not smart.
Curricula,
Then I'm just kind of like, that's crazy. And I noticed that right off the bat to be like, okay, something is off here, but I'm going to keep doing me. And I'm going to keep making sure that my friends feel like they are encouraged and they can do whatever they want in this world. Doesn't matter what school you go to.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of your early experiences made you who you are today.
It did.
You know?
It did. Where being called average, I was like, no, I am not average.
How can you be average?
I am studying my ass off and doing this and that. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way.
How can you be average when you're getting an A in calculus? So,
exactly. Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah.
So, speak more on, a lot of us in this room have lived in different cities, around the world. So speak on that, because I know that you too have lived all over the place. So you were born in Jersey, right?
I was born and raised in Jersey.
Okay.
And then I went to school in Princeton.
Princeton, okay, yep.
Plainsboro is like the town right next to it. It's kind of smaller, but I just say Princeton because everyone knows Princeton. And Princeton's really nice. And then I went to school in Atlanta. I went to Georgia Tech.
Okay.
So I have a lot of like community in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Loved it. I loved the city. And then after school, I moved back to Jersey, lived at home while I started doing like finance jobs. And so I'd go to New York a lot. And so like got to experience New York.
That's awesome.
In my younger 20s, just like going out, partying, living it up.
Webster Hall.
Boozy brunches, Webster Hall, Tonic East, like all the ratchet, dirty. I went to every single ratchet, dirty club in New York.
I mean, that's how you have to live in the
That's
hole in the
how
wall.
you have to
like,
live, right? So New York was awesome.
Yeah.
And then I lived in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil for like 8 months. It was like my work abroad experience. I was working for a travel tourism company, and I was helping them with like finances and marketing and sales, but it was a startup. So like I was kind of doing a bunch of different things. It was like literally a very small team of us.
Yeah.
But we would have a lot of international clients where we would like create these tour packages for them, and I would help, create the financing for them. Or even if clients were coming from out of town, my boss would be like, "Can you go make sure they have a good time? Like go on this boat party." And I'm like, "Oh, I have to go on this boat party and party with these international clients who are gonna buy me drinks all night. Oh no,
that is just too much work.
Too much work. It was awesome though. I loved it. And I think that experience, or even moving to a different city in general,
Yeah.
helps you grow so much, because
Yeah.
when you have to start all over again and you have to, learn about the culture and the
Culture,
places and the
yeah.
people and everything, it challenges you and it humbles you in a way where it doesn't matter where you come from or how many people you know. Now it's
Yeah.
like, okay, let's build from here, whether
Yeah.
it want to be a new version of you or, whatever it is. And that kind of helped me become hyper independent
Yeah.
to a point where now now I'm having trouble finding someone because I'm so hyper independent that I've lived on my own for all these years. But at the same time, it just helped me grow and become stronger, where it's like, okay, any type of obstacle that I had or that you encounter, I always have people around me, but when you're kind of on your own, it just
Sure.
builds this like resilience in you to be like, I can do anything.
You can do
Especially in
anything on your
Brazil,
own,
where I
yeah.
didn't know anybody. I didn't even know the
Of course,
language.
The language, Portuguese.
So I started learning Portuguese. I had like an
Yeah.
instructor
Wow.
3 times a week for 2 hours a day, and I started.
Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
Of
you
course.
know.
I love Rio. I love Rio.
Yeah.
Rio's beautiful.
So good.
And
yeah.
so that experience was great. And then I moved back to Atlanta
Ah.
because in Brazil I
From
was very
Rio.
much from Rio, yeah, back to Atlanta, because in Brazil I was meeting all these new people, and then I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I want to go to a city where I don't I have to
Of
meet
course.
I have a community that's just
No,
there.
and the thing is, Atlanta has a big Brazilian community.
Oh, I didn't
think a
know
lot of
that.
people- yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting. Very cool.
Atlanta has a big one.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I moved back to
Mm.
Atlanta, was in
Yeah.
my finance job, and then COVID hit, and I moved to
Oh.
LA, and I've been here for 5 years now.
That's insane.
So I've just kind of been all over the place.
yeah.
And I love that though, because I just again think that it makes you a lot stronger, and it opens up your eyes to, opportunities and
Yeah.
what you can do as a person. Because if you can
Yeah.
live in a different city and thrive there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think then it builds that confidence in me
Yeah.
Yeah.
to be like, okay, now what else can I do? Let's go. Bring it on.
I think that's
love
the
that.
best. Like international experiences is
Yeah.
what is the ideal
Yeah.
experience,
That's
right?
right.
Because you want to just throw yourself out there, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Different language, different culture, and it makes you who you are, right? And it
Yeah.
just makes you realize that there's so many different things out there that you wouldn't have seen here in the US, right? So
Yeah. The
That's
Brazilian
great.
men, oh my God.
oh yeah.
So hot. The culture there is so sexual. If you make eye contact with a guy at
Yeah.
a bar for more than 5 seconds,
Yeah.
that is an open invitation for him to come and stick his
Oh,
tongue
yeah.
down your throat.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
If you
Yeah.
literally
good
just
to know.
just look at somebody, they're like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
okay,
So
I'm gonna
sometimes don't look at
No,
them.
I-
That's
I,
it.
when my friends would visit me, I'm like, guys, we're about to walk in this bar. I'm telling you right now, don't look at the guy for too long unless you
They'll-
want it.
No, it's the same with the
5
girls
minutes
there.
in, both my friends grinding and making out with people. 5 minutes in, and
But
I'm
it's
like, you know
so
what?
great.
Live it up. But like,
And
I
the
just
beer
warn
is
you,
cheap.
beer's cheap. You're like, and it's also different. You get like
Priya's motivation.
No.
you get all the different elements of
Right.
like, I got the mountain, I got the beach, I got the hikes, I got the rustic life, I got the nightclub life. So like, you get
Yeah.
all of it in a city.
Right.
It was beautiful, and I was there for
Mhm.
World Cup. I was there for
I was
Carnival.
there for the
I was
World
there-
Cup.
Oh, wow.
You were there for the World.
2014.
You were there. You were there when I was there.
No way.
Oh my God! If we
I
knew each
was
other, I
there.
would have partied with
know,
you.
Right?
Oh, wow.
Because I was there for the game against Germany and Brazil.
The final.
That was semifinal.
Oh, semifinal. No,
Yeah.
I thought that was the final.
That was a semifinal, I believe.
Oh,
but
you're right. You're right.
that
Because it was
a bad
Argentina and
game.
Brazil.
Yeah,
that was
the
the final.
final. But the
No,
semifinal,
wait,
I was
wait.
there all excited because we all
Wait a minute.
thought
That's when
was
Brazil got clubbered within 5 minutes.
7-0.
They scored 5 goals. Now I remember within
It was
5
such
minutes,
a-
and we were entering a huge bar to watch the game.
Oh.
And I couldn't even believe it. We were entering. They're like, they already scored like 3 goals. And I was like, no, they didn't. And then we look at the
Right?
score. The whole, the ambiance and the energy of the whole club went down.
No, I was
And
at
the
the
whole
stadium.
city was
Seconds.
sad.
Everyone
We
was
were
crying.
so sad.
I was
Everyone
like,
was
oh, no.
very upset. You watched the worst game possible. Good job.
I know.
You
I
did.
came there for that game.
You did. You were there for that game. That was terrible. That was
That
a
was
terrible
probably
game.
the world
city,
record
the
for
whole
bars.
country.
And probably the world record for bars making the most money.
Oh yeah,
at that
because
time.
everyone was like, let's just get really
everyone
drunk.
was- Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was
It was
very upset.
depressing.
So, very depressing. I still remember that too. My friends were pissed. They were so mad.
I know, because before the game, everyone was so pumped. I had a Brazil jersey on. Everyone thought I was
Yup.
Brazilian. They
Took
came
it
up
off.
against me. No, it was insane. I couldn't believe it. But it's insane that you have this international experience because, I too had that. I was born in Singapore.
Amazing. I love
Went to-
Singapore.
you-
Beautiful
oh,
city.
great. You've been?
Beautiful.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
nice,
it's
nice.
great.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and then I went to middle school in New York, and then went went to a private boarding school in Australia.
Wow,
for
I've never
high
been to
school.
Australia. I've always wanted to go.
Australia is great. That experience like taught me how to be like genuinely nice to people. I feel like people in Australia are genuinely like
Yeah,
really
they seem
nice
that
to
way.
people.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I was very comfortable in my Desi skin. and
How
my
old were
brown
you when
skin.
you were living there?
I moved there when I was 14, 15.
Oh wow!
That's
How
like the
long did you
best
live there
age.
for?
Till the end of high school.
Okay. Oh, so you went to high school in
yeah,
Australia?
In Australia.
No wonder you're so cool.
Yeah.
It's like, no wonder, that makes so much sense. You're like, yo, I lived in Australia.
He fits with anyone. Exactly.
No, but I think it's important to have that world view. I think you don't have to go to school there or anything, but it's important to travel and go to places like Rio, places even in the U.S. I think it's so different, and we've all lived in Jersey too at one
East
point.
Coast,
Right.
East Coast vibes.
That's right, and we're
We both,
Methas too.
Methas.
That's
We got
why
the
we had
Meta
to have you as
connection.
your first one.
Listen, Methas are the best.
Yes.
I can't speak on that, but okay.
Well, you're hanging out with them, so
Okay,
you have to.
so yeah, great vibes for sure. Absolutely great vibes. Yeah, but no, I think it's important to do that. So, okay, speak more about your experience in the industry so far. Like, we've all been in this industry for a little while. Crazy industry, a lot of bullshit in it,
Yeah.
a lot of great things as well. But what's the craziest, spiciest? Like, give us an exclusive type of story that you've experienced in the industry so far.
Ooh, craziest,
Yeah,
spiciest.
Go for it, Priya.
Don't
You
hesitate.
need another glass of wine?
We
You need
want
another
some
glass of wine?
juicy storytelling here. Tell
Here's the
us.
thing, though. I don't know. Like in terms of crazy, it's like when you have to learn how to network here, right? So I've separated my crazy ratchet like nightlife of like Priya going out when she was young and adjusted to the LA going out because LA going out networking isn't ratchet, isn't crazy. It's very
Speak on that, yeah.
it's very like you have to, if you're hitting so many different events during the day, then you're not drinking as much, right? You're being more responsible and there's a lot of eyes on you. So you can't really like when I'm networking, when I'm in network mode, I'm very like, I'm still gonna be me, but I'm also kind of just like aware that when you're in a social setting, I'm not gonna like twerk in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would love to, but
Me too.
but you kind of have to next time. I'll do it right now. But you have to read the room in terms of like, all right, if I'm trying to network, if I'm trying to like build this image for myself, how can I show up authentically in a way that's not too obnoxious and too ratchet, but also I'm hustling. So when I'm in that hustling mode, I'm like, I want people to take me seriously. So obviously when we're hanging out, it's gonna be different. I have like personal ratchet stories always, all the time. But when it comes to like the industry and networking, I think that like I try to, I mean, there's obviously times where I'm like crazy, I let loose, but I try to be a little bit more composed and engaged because I'm like, oh, it's LA. And you also want to like have decent conversations. I don't want to have a conversation with somebody blackout drunk to be like, what did we talk about the next day? Because like that's happened to me so many times. I'm like, yo, I meet this person for the first time. I can't just tell them that like, you know what I mean? I had gonorrhea 2 weeks before, or like whatever, which I never had. I'm free, I'm clean, STD free. But I've learned how to like censor myself in a good way to be like, let's have a productive conversation. So that I'm not some joke, but I'm also like, I mean business and I want to like create cool events and do that.
You mentioned the word hustle, so it goes with the name, side hustle.
Side hustle.
And that's why we have you here as a hustler.
I'm a hustler.
You're a hustler.
You have to though. In this industry, you have to like, I feel like for me, comedians obviously do not make any money unless like I produce shows. When I produce shows, I make money. But as comedians and like when you're a part of a show, it just really depends on how if the producer chooses to pay you. I always pay my comedians very well. Anyone that works with me, I make sure I pay because I know that there's I've heard a lot of stories about people that don't get paid well or they're South Asian or they're cheap. And I'm like, when you're working with somebody, you have to, I also feel like you have to respect their work and their time.
Of course, the time.
And so being a comedian, like I'm also an actor and a dancer and I teach dance and I'm MC. So I work with DJs. I walk dogs. There's just so,
wow. Okay. I didn't know
I work with kids too. I work at a kid entertainment company.
Oh, wow.
So there's just so many different things I do to stay afloat because I mean, I used to be in finance, so I'm like always comparing of what I made in finance to what I'm making now, which I can't do. But I feel like in the industry, you have to learn how to hustle. You have to learn how to like go after all these different opportunities to make sure you're just paying the bills and staying afloat. Because
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're a comedian that's selling out venues, constantly, you're not really, when you're up and coming, you're not really making that much money.
Right.
You're just
Going back to networking and parties. So for me, I try not to drink at parties because I
Yeah.
think I look at every party as a networking mixer. I
Yeah.
think it's an opportunity to meet people. I think a lot of people misunderstand that about me sometimes. They're like, "Oh, come on, have a," and but like you said, I think there's a lot of eyes on you, but you can still turn up. Like a few
Exactly.
weeks ago, we were at Spice.
We were.
Priya and I were at Spice.
turned up.
I loved Spice so much.
It was so much
jealous.
fun.
She-
I
a
wasn't
few
invited.
Come to the next
hours-
one. Come to the next one.
A few hours after Spice, but this is how you know that it's different in LA. You really have to be like mindful, but I personally don't give a fuck.
Same.
I'm gonna be myself.
Same.
I'm not
I feel
gonna
like
get
that's how you
blackout
actually
drunk.
connect with people. When
Yeah.
you're 100% yourself,
Yeah.
and you say the crazy
Turn
shit,
up.
people
Yeah.
appreciate that you say the crazy shit. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes I'll meet somebody and they're like, "How are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm not doing great. And I open up and I
Yeah.
unload
Be
on them, and
yourself.
they
Yeah.
actually appreciate it to be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is a better conversation than everything's great. How are you?" Because
Right.
you don't
Exactly.
even get to know somebody. You don't accomplish anything from that because
From
you're both
that.
just putting on this front.
This
Yeah.
fun. Why?
Where now
What's the
I'm
being
kind of like,
real.
no, this is what
Yeah.
I'm going through right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
open up and be yourself, and then who
Yeah,
cares?
just
Like,
be real.
what's
Yeah.
crazy is a
Yeah.
few hours after we were at Spice,
Yeah.
Sapna hit me up. I saw you in a video that you were in
I did.
Spice.
No way.
Just because I don't go to the
Like,
parties
you
doesn't
hang
mean
out?
I get video footage. I got
gets
people.
that-
I got people
like,
send me video.
Oh, I saw you at the Spice thing.
My
I was
co-host
like-
here partying it up.
It was cool though, but personally, I think you should just be yourself, live it up, and then I think that way you get to know people for who they are. I think the first time we met though was at Mihir's birthday at Arth a few years ago.
Oh my God,
remember?
you're right. I love
Yeah.
Mihir. Great guy.
Mihir's great. He's the owner of Arth in
Yes.
Culver City.
Shout out to Mihir.
shout
I
out
threw a
to-
comedy
he's
show
a
at
great
Arth,
guy.
and he was so easy to work with.
Great guy.
Everyone had a great time. Food
Yeah.
is great. Drinks,
Food's
like
awesome.
it was
Food,
ambiance was
comedy,
great.
drinks. I mean,
Arth
Yeah.
is
can't
one of
go
my
wrong.
favorite spots in Culver.
Especially
Yeah.
Indian food.
Shout out to Arth.
A shout out to
Shout
Arth.
out-
Great food
He
out
could be
there.
our next sponsor.
Mihir, what's up? Let
Great
us
dude.
know.
But the first time we met, I think you were a little bit more serious. That night, you were a little bit more serious and like
Really?
work mode, I believe, right? This was
maybe.
2 years ago, or like something like that. 2
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
She wasn't a
Around there.
Priya 2.0.
Yeah.
Working there.
Hanging out at Spice and all that, like, so, seeing all these Desi people, like, I think it's important to bring cool, creative Desi people together and work with each other. Let's not try to compete with each other. Let's not try to,
100%.
like, step on
Gotta
each other.
elevate each other.
Elevate each
Figure
other.
out what
One
each
in
other's
every 4
strengths are.
people is South Asian.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's fucking do it.
We got to
man.
figure out what each other's
Yeah.
strengths are and then
Yeah.
work together to create magic and something
Yeah.
beautiful. And
We
that's
gotta-
what I genuinely believe in.
We got definitely beat AI for sure.
Oh, yeah.
AI.
Oh, my God.
Even though us Indians are creating AI, but you know, we got to beat that.
We gotta,
We gotta make sure.
We gotta beat it. But I don't know.
gotta
I feel
hustle.
like there's gonna be a
Keep
certain
hustling,
time.
Priya.
Yeah, there's gonna be a time when we're gonna be swallowed by AI.
Yeah. There'll be a fake Priya on
Personally,
stage.
I love
Fake
AI.
Priya on
I
stage.
love
Priya on
AI.
That's not
stage.
even me. Or like someone will create an AI video of me like getting naked on stage or something.
Oh.
I'm like, no, that's not me. They didn't even get my body right. That's not me. I didn't do that.
Make me look a little better. It's like, I was like, come on.
Put those abs in there. I've been working out.
I love that. I love that. All right. So this next segment
Yeah.
is my favorite segment of the pod. This is what I do for Urban Asian all the time. I call it "Spill the Masala."
Ooh,
So
spill
we
the
would
masala.
like- yes, we want you
Spill
to
the
get
masala.
spicy. I love
Let's
it.
go.
His trademark.
So-
We have to bring it in.
if you could listen to one song right now, if there's one song you could listen to right now, what would it be?
One song.
One song right now. If you were on an island and
In
your
Brazil.
independent self in Rio had one song on an iPod Classic, so you don't have Wi-Fi, nothing. One song you could put in that iPod. What song would it be?
Oh God, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because like I have such a huge range right now when it's like Bollywood or pop or cheesy or
Whatever you want, whatever. Just one song right now.
I think,
like, in the moment. Yeah.
Unforgettable by
French Montana.
no. The release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin.
That
Freaking
With Natasha.
Bedingfield?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That is
That is
awesome,
the
actually.
classic.
one staring at the blank page before
These are
you
different
open up
generations.
the
I
window.
remember that. I was like
is it-
9
You were
when
like,
that
oh
came
shit, you trying to fuck
That's a different generation.
Feel the rain on your lips,
You were
right?
not expecting that. You were not
I was
expecting that.
I was not expecting that.
Oh yeah,
But
because
that's great.
that's just one time where I'm like, I'm screaming on the top of my lungs and I'm the happiest. Where I'm like,
Oh,
I don't care
yeah.
how cheesy it is, I
Yeah.
love it.
I love
that's
Natasha
so you.
Bedingfield.
Yeah,
That's
that
so
is
you.
that is me. Yeah,
That's a great fucking
Yeah.
answer.
it is.
Great choice.
Thanks. You didn't seem like it in the beginning, and now you're like, actually though,
I know,
actually.
that's a great song.
I love that song.
I grew up with an older sister, so
Okay,
I definitely listened
so
to
you've
lot
heard
of-
it. You
That
know.
song has
Oh,
been a
is that-
theme song for some shows, right?
Yeah.
Has it?
Yeah, I think it was like OC or was it?
Oh, no.
no, Look at a
I
Beach.
love the
Look at a
OC.
Beach,
That's
maybe?
a great
Yeah, I
Look
think
at a
so.
beach.
Yeah, look at a
Look at
beach.
a beach,
Yeah,
yeah. Where I
the
grew up.
opening credits.
MTV.
I think right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I love that. Okay, who's your favorite comedian? I know we touched on this, but if you had a favorite comedian,
Favorite comedian? Oh, I have so many though. My favorite right now is Hassan Minaj for
okay,
sure,
yeah,
but Ali Wong and Nikki
Ali.
Glaser are up there.
Nikki's
Nikki
you-
is on a
you
different
talk
level.
A lot like her.
I
You're,
do, and I
yeah,
love
yeah, I
the
love it.
way she's so like witty, but also just like
Uncensored.
doesn't give a fuck
doesn't
about
give a
anything.
fuck.
So uncensored.
Yeah.
When she roasted Tom Brady, I
Ooh.
was like that is like comedic perfection. I was like, that's like years of work coming together to
Mm.
align in this like beautiful moment where I'm like, I was a fan of her before, but then obviously after that she kind of like blew up even
Blew
more. But
up,
I was
yeah.
watching her before that, and she's always been
Her,
great.
I think
Yeah.
her, I believe HBO special was insane.
Yes,
like,
yeah. And she's
wild.
coming out with the Hulu one. She just
Is
announced
she?
it today.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Congratulations, Nikki Glaser.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Indian actor or actress?
Hrithik Roshan.
Look
Oh,
how
that
fast
was-
that
that-
was.
No, here's the thing. Okay. Looks wise, body wise, crush wise, Hrithik Roshan always hands down. Acting wise, Amir Khan.
Of course.
Amir Khan.
Amir Khan is so talented, even like as a director, as a
Mm.
producer, as a
Mm.
writer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just so talented. He can play so many different roles.
Yeah.
So something like Shah Rukh Khan plays like the go-to like
Uh,
I'm in love with a girl who's not in love with me, but let's you know what I mean, like let's try to get her.
Yeah.
Like the
So
sad
then-
romantic like sure, but
Amir Khan's like a love story.
he's just he's
so-
a man of
That's
many
great.
talents.
Yeah.
Many talents.
Three Idiots was.
Three idiots.
Mm.
That is a mean part.
that-
Dil
that is
chata
amazing.
hai.
Yeah, Dil
Like,
Chata
The
Hai.
Chutney is the
Ooh.
best. Yeah.
Such
Like
good
those
movies.
classics.
Yeah.
Classics.
Hrithik Roshan is a great answer. 'cause I
Hrithik
think that was
Roshan.
Lily Singh's
He's a great
answer was
dancer.
Hrithik.
Great
Great
dancer.
dancer.
I've had so many dreams about him.
With his like extra thumb
Oh,
too. Yeah.
Hrithik, if you ever watch this, I think about
Right.
your three thumbs every single day. Every day.
No, he was cool.
Priya's
Man.
turn on.
He was cool as fuck.
I've joked about him in my shows. I'm like, oh, Hrithik is like, when I first saw him, I was like, oh, puberty.
Which movie?
Where I,
Which movie?
Kaho Na Pyar Hai.
Okay.
Oh, go on.
I was watching that and I was like, I have these feelings inside of me. What's happening? Like, I want to be with this man. This man is like
His
I- like,
eyes and everything.
everything. I was like, that is the first time I had an actual like crush where I'm like,
Gotcha.
wow. Like even when he wore that black see-through net
Oh,
yeah.
in
that was-
Ikbal Ka
He
Jeena
knows how
when
to
he was
pull off the 80s
dancing
look.
that he had. I was like, because
Yeah.
Indian actors weren't like ripped before him. He was like the
No,
first
he-
ripped one, but also like fantastic dancer.
Yeah.
Kabhi
He's a great
Khushi.
dancer.
Kabhi Khushi
K3G,
was where
classic.
Kabhi
K3G
Khushi,
where
Kabhi
he had the sleeveless
Oh, yeah.
leather outfit.
Yeah.
I immediately asked my mom if
You
I
are
could
my
buy
Sonia.
it.
Yeah.
I was like 8 years old.
You have that outfit.
I have
You
many
have,
of those
of course
outfits.
you would have that outfit.
because of him.
Oh yeah, I can totally see that. I can
Yeah.
totally
I was like, I
see
need to
that.
get my guns up.
He's got the suit on, but where's the dress change here? It's a Bollywood movie right now going on here.
Show us. I
Show
want
us
proof.
right now. It's underneath the suit.
it's in there. It's in there.
Wait, what about you? What was your favorite?
My favorite, I guess Hum Apke Hai Kaun, because that was my first movie I saw in the theater.
Classic.
I mean, even
Same.
though all the movies that you mentioned are amazing, I feel like because that was my first experience in the theater watching it,
Oh.
Yeah.
it always it just seemed different.
Wait, but then
and
who's your
unique,
favorite
right?
actor?
Favorite actor? I would say Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah
I
Rukh
gotta
Khan,
say,
yeah.
yeah,
Of course, yeah. That is.
Because he's just a
classic.
great actor, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Great
I know.
guy.
Yeah.
Seems like a great guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely my favorite. And like South Indian actors too. I love Rajnikant. He's
Oh,
great.
Rajnikant, yes.
Legend, dude.
Oh,
Legend,
yeah,
but
for sure, for sure.
Favorite Indian movie of all time, Priya?
There's so many. That's so tough, right? Because
You can name a few. Go for it.
the Bollywood movie, I love Ye Jawani Hai Diwani
Ooh,
because
great
I think
movie.
from a story wise
Mm.
and like a cinematic wise, like songs, all the songs and the dances were all hits.
Yeah.
Like it's the classics. I mean, it's a classic story of the guy who wants to travel and then like comes back to this girl they were in love with 8 years later. Like it's just like everything is just it's perfection. I love the writing was really good. It was really funny. Like I really enjoyed that movie. But I also K3G is also like my
K3G,
go-to.
Yeah.
I can watch that anytime, any day.
Yeah.
Kuch Kuch Hota Hai,
Yeah.
Dil Chahta Hai.
Ooh.
I can just see you dancing in the living room, right?
I
Like,
literally,
every-
that's what
Let's go,
I
we got
was
a
doing
table
that
right
like
here.
2 days ago.
Every
I
time
was
you
just
watch it.
putting on a movie and just like jamming out.
That's right.
3 Idiots was so
Three
good.
Idiots, yeah. You know what's crazy? They showed us that movie in high school in Australia.
Oh wow.
Three Idiots, which was random. I was like, why are they showing us this? And it's an Indian movie. At the time, I was like, because I was like the only Indian kid in class. I didn't want them to
Oh
like
wow.
make fun of the Indians, at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
want them to be like laughing. But
Mhm.
everyone in the class loved that
You could
movie.
resonate with it because
You
it,
could-
it has a
yeah.
really good message, right? About college kids
Yeah.
and the stress and whatever you go through and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Great movie. But mine would be...
Yeah,
sorry,
what's
yeah,
yours?
you go,
What's
you go.
yours? What's yours?
Dilse.
Dilse.
Yeah, I'm
Dilse.
surprised we didn't bring that up. Actually, Dilse
Dilse is
would
my
be also,
Wow.
yeah.
Indian
No
movie. Because of the
way.
soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack is
the
fire.
cinematography, just him
Mhm.
dancing on top of a train. The
Yeah.
songs,
That's
dude,
actually my
songs-
father's favorite
I love
movie.
that.
Dilse,
That was a
with the
classic. That
train.
song also was a
Yeah.
Chaya Chaya is like
I think we've all
Can't go
danced to that
wrong.
song, right? And
And
at
it
some
still,
wedding.
it still
Absolutely.
slaps. It slaps even today.
Yeah.
yeah.
Slaps.
Yeah,
I,
for sure.
I really wanted them to play it at Spice. I know that you're close to M2 Ray.
We're roommates.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
surprised she's
M2
not
Ray,
here.
great
What
DJ.
song request do you have? I'll let her
Dude,
know.
Dilse, dude. Dilse.
Dilse.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let her know. Next
Chaya
time we can have
Chaya.
when Chaya Chaya comes, you can come on the stage and just like
I'll be...
rock out to it.
She's a great DJ, by the way.
She is. She's killing
Speak
it.
on her. For
Oh
She's
yeah.
great.
She's great. Like
great.
she hustles. She works so hard,
Yeah.
and she also creates these beautiful spaces for the queer community, for the South Asian community,
Yeah.
for all different types. Because even
Yeah.
for her, she plays all different types of music, a
Yeah.
range of
Yeah.
music. So she wants to create this immersive experience where
Mm.
you're listening to the classics, but you're also learning about different types of music.
Yeah.
Music.
So yeah.
We were at the premiere for doing it,
Oh, how
really
was
fun.
that?
Yeah, that's great.
and she's been at the
after party. She was
And
after
I
party.
heard she was awesome.
Oh.
She felt really good
so
about that.
good.
Yeah.
We were like
One of
right
the
near the
best
stage.
sets. Even Lily Singh was like, "That's one of the best sets I've ever heard." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
I'm proud of her.
classics.
She was great.
The
She was
classics.
awesome, like on stage, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good, yeah. And she has a style of way she does it. It's not like it's very unique, you know.
It is.
And
She's
her-
very personable.
and her transitions are so good and smooth.
So good.
smooth.
Yeah.
It's almost planned. It's almost like it's a business, you know, like she runs a business. So it's very unique.
And I see it. She's always, I mean, she's practicing even in the living room, right?
Yeah.
She's like,
Oh, really?
what do you think
Okay.
about this? And she's like, she's on her game right now. She works very, very hard.
Ah,
Yeah.
so
Shout out to
good.
M2 Ray.
Shout out to M2 Ray, man.
That's right.
Book her for your
Curator.
next gig. She's ready to go.
Curator.
She plays the
of
dole
vibes.
as well.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
We
Your
met
next
Ambika.
hustle, I'm gonna say, is brand marketing. Is marketing
I
every
should
Indian-
because I'm great PR for whoever needs.
right,
If you
PR.
need
Yeah.
PR, I will shout you out right now. Like
guerrilla marketer right here.
seriously, I will hype you
You'll
up
be at
to a
every
point-
event.
You know how crazy M2 Ray was? We were at the Doing It premiere.
Yeah.
And like I was there to party, but I was also like, this is like a good networking opportunity. So Sapna is my brand strategist, brand advisor. So I thought we'll go there, meet some people, talk. Sapna just went there and started dancing.
I love
That's
it.
right,
That's what you gotta
She
do.
could- yeah,
I mean, that's part of
exactly.
it,
I love
That's what
right?
you gotta
I love
do.
it. Exactly. Yeah. No. Shout outs to M2 Ray. Next question, what's your favorite Indian dish of all time?
Ooh.
We got food
Can be
here,
any-
so
Ooh,
well,
if you
yes,
get
I see
anything-
that. I've been
before we
eyeing
bring
that.
the
I've been
food up.
eyeing that.
Before we bring the food up.
I really love binda, like okra.
Ooh,
Like, I love it.
wow.
Love it.
Don't have that
Okay.
here.
No, it's fine. It's okay. It's
I
okay.
love okra. I love okra.
That's
It's
great.
one of my favorite dishes.
It's very nutritious.
Good for you. Very good for you.
It's good for you.
And I'm a big paneer fan. Cheese.
Ooh,
I
okay.
love.
That's
I love
actually
paneer.
great. Like app. Like the.
What about
Tinder-
you guys? What's your favorite?
Wow, great.
I'm assuming Pani
Go
Puri.
ahead. Yeah.
I think that's mine would be a great like South Indian dum biryani, chicken biryani. So
Mm,
wait,
I had a feeling.
do you guys eat meat? So
Yes.
you eat meat. You don't.
I'm
eat
veg.
meat.
You're a meta who eats
Meta.
meat.
I know, I'm
Good
a
job.
bad
Uh-oh,
girl.
bad.
Bad
Good job.
meta.
Bad
I'm
girl.
I'm also
I'm the
though
good
like,
meta.
listen, look how skinny I am. Like, it's okay. I need
Yeah,
it.
you need it.
You need the
Yeah,
protein.
it's
It's
all good.
okay.
Yeah.
I swear I'm a good person.
Grab a steak, you know.
My dad loves chicken tandoori, so I grew up with like chicken tandoori.
Isn't that
I
the
can
typical
make
thing like
great
parents do?
chicken
It's like,
tandoori,
oh,
yeah.
you're too thin. You need to eat meat.
Yeah,
It's like,
so
it
I'm like,
just
yeah,
goes
I've been
straight to
trying.
meat.
I've been
Yeah.
trying.
But yeah, a good like chicken dum biryani that was cooked like, to be specific, the dum biryani that my grandmother used to make when I was a kid, like she would like cook it overnight.
Ooh.
Leave it overnight, and yeah, that like slow cooked. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
I
You
love
go,
me a
so-
good biryani.
Yes.
Yeah, especially
Can't
South
go
Indian
wrong.
like that.
South
Dum
Indian food is
biryani.
So
amazing.
good.
I love vadas and
Vada,
idlis.
Yeah.
Are so good.
Idlis
so
are
good.
Sapna's
Don't-
mom makes amazing.
Yeah, she's the
idli.
Guju who makes South Indian too.
Stop
so-
it.
yeah.
Gujarati, but
Can I
makes-
please come over?
You can come over anytime.
I love me some
Bindu
South
is
Indian
great.
food.
Oh, yes.
I was literally
you,
at
and,
a.
you and Bindu would get along very well.
We're
Yeah,
gonna. We're
no,
gonna.
100%.
I was at a Punjabi wedding, like full Punjabi wedding, a month ago. But one of the meals that they had for lunch, usually it's like, I mean, they had a different, all different types of food, but it was like a South Indian lunch, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
this is awesome. Like,
Right?
Yeah.
this is amazing because
Yeah.
it's the best. I love it.
Different, different.
Yeah.
What about you,
Yeah.
Sapna? What's your favorite?
You know, I brought the Pani Puri in.
Oh,
Pani
I
Puri,
gotta
let's
say,
go.
Hey,
Let's
can we
go.
get on
No.
camera? Yeah, let's go. Let's
It's
have
in
it.
shot glasses of all
Oh
things.
wow,
Ooh.
that's when
You
you
know.
know it's like proper. Like it's
Yeah.
the perfect amount of pani so that it's not dripping
It's
or
not
it's not like
dripping,
getting too
it's
soggy.
Or
neat.
if you want to
Should we
be
do
a
it?
proper
Well, let's
girl,
do
you
it.
could
And I see mango
you
lassi.
could drink.
Mango
Yes, we have
lassi,
mango
man.
lassi as
I
well.
love mango lassi is my
There
favorite.
we go.
Yes.
There we
have it
go.
right
There we
there.
go.
Yes, the mango lassi.
Okay.
Shall we do?
Shall we do a
shot?
Let's do a
Yeah.
shot.
Let's do a
Shot,
proper
shot,
let's
shot, shot,
a
shot,
Desi
shot,
proper
shot,
shot.
shot.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's bring
I
this
love
in.
it. All right. Thank you,
All right, thank
Sapna.
you so much,
Oh,
Priya,
thank you.
for being here.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you guys
Let's
for
do
having me.
a
This was
proper
great.
shot with
Yeah,
Priya
yeah,
here.
This
yeah.
was awesome. I love
Just
shots.
go- Yes.
Pani
let's
Puri
go.
or tequila, whichever you want.
Absolutely. Go for
Let's make
it.
sure it doesn't drip on the mic.
Yeah, let's make sure we do this properly.
We've
Yes,
got
let's-
quite a few. Well,
Yes.
we got some for the camera crew and everyone in
Yes.
here as well.
Camera crew gets.
All right, ready?
I have to do this.
Yes, we gotta do
properly.
it the proper way.
This hole
And
is
put it in your mouth
big.
immediately.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. That's
Yeah,
what they always
right.
say.
Just a little. Oh, there you go.
Oh. mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. You have
Did
some
your mom
napkins?
make it?
Bindu?
You have some
Maybe.
napkins?
Oh,
Did you make
napkins.
this?
Yes.
Mm. Do you have
We're
some
good.
napkins?
No, actually, do
Oh,
not
no.
napkins. Do not
Did
come
you
prepared.
spill?
You spilled a little bit. Okay,
Mm.
we're good.
That was so good.
Mm-hmm.
That was the perfect pani puri.
Mm.
That
Oh,
was
wow.
really good.
Where'd you get these from?
Not Bindu.
We need some sponsors to
Yeah.
Arth maybe Arth.
That's right.
Art, hit me her up.
Yeah, I should. Huh?
Let's do it. Let's do a little champagne
Oh,
mango
yeah.
lassi toast.
Absolutely.
Here
Let's
we go.
do it.
Yes.
This is so
There
cool.
you go.
Salute, salute.
And we're gonna do a final cheers to Priya.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
coming
you so
today.
much,
Thank you so much
Priya.
for having
It
me.
was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. This
Thank
was
you,
awesome.
thank you. Cheers.
Salute.
Oh, this is so good.
Spicy and sweet.
Wow.
Desi.
This slaps.
It's total
This
Desi.
is so good.
It's the best.
Great. Last question, Priya. What is next for Priya Mehta? What's
That's a
next?
great question.
Oh,
actually.
what is next? I'm planning to produce my next comedy show, beginning of November.
Okay.
Basically, before the year ends, I'm definitely putting on one more
You
show.
should. You have to.
I'm like venue hunting right now because I did it at Kookaburra Lounge last time.
Mm.
Wanted a bigger venue because that capacity was 195.
Okay.
I want like 300.
Yeah.
But some of
Fill
these
it up,
venues,
fill it up.
as a comedian, you just get jerked around a lot.
It
because-
can be like a wedding.
yeah.
It could be a wedding.
Oh yeah, that's
300.
that's what I want.
300
That's
plus.
the style I want.
Yeah.
But I think it's like
Mm.
figuring out what venue you want, how you can work with them
Mm.
properly if they trust you, and them, pulling the trigger. But right now, I'm just in the process of finding a venue
Venue, yeah.
and a good date. I have like lineup ready to go. I have everything that I want. It's just that final piece.
Final piece.
Yeah.
But,
Venue.
Yeah, and then I think end of the year I travel a bunch, and then next year we'll see more shows, more
Yeah.
stage time, bringing the community together,
Yes.
and spreading light and love
Love it.
to everyone who needs it. That's
Yeah.
that's what's in store for me.
Where can audiences find you, find your work, all that good stuff?
I am Pri Mehta on Instagram and Priya.Mehta on TikTok. And
Hey.
P Mehta 88 on YouTube, but I don't post much on YouTube, so I have to post more on YouTube. But yeah, those are my socials.
Love that.
Very
Well,
good.
thank you so much.
Thank you
you
for
so
having
much
me.
for
This was
having
so much
us.
fun.
Glad you had
So
fun.
fun.
Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
Sky's the limit for you. Keep doing what you're doing.
You too as well. I
Thank you.
appreciate the
Yeah.
hustle.
And
Yeah.
we love that you keep motivating others. So
Yeah.
I think that message is
What you guys are doing here is great. It's
Thank you.
beautiful. Just
Yeah.
create conversations,
Yeah.
you know, like let people know what opportunities are out there
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just to like discover different things about yourself. And
Right.
it's all about conversations. I think conversations
Conversations.
spark a lot of cool ideas and a lot of cool connections.
Yeah. That's
So
exactly.
keep going.
We are proud of you as a culture. And
Thank you. That means a lot.
bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.